Let's play Call of Duty Mobile, and this time we're doing it on a phone with thumbs only, the way most people play this game. I'm Modsix, coming at you with another Call of Duty Mobile video, and like I said, we're playing the second episode of the Let's Play series. We're doing it on an iPhone 11, only playing thumbs, so the heads-up display is purpose-built for only thumbs, not a four-finger claw position. Usually I play on the iPad, but this whole series is on the phone. Now, the gameplay that you see behind me is the gameplay from where we went from Veteran 1 to Elite 1. Most of that gameplay is totally unusable because I had a microphone issue. There's an audio quality problem, but these are the lower ranks, and we went through those games really quickly. In the first episode of the series, you saw us start from absolutely square one at Rookie 1 and get up to Veteran 1. Now, in this episode, the goal is to get from Elite 1 to Pro 1. In those games where we went from Veteran 1 to Elite 1, they were pretty easy. We got our first ranked nuke as well. Now, obviously, these are lower level ranks, but anytime you nuke in a ranked game, it is super satisfying.
Friendly nuke has been launched. Repeat, friendly nuke has been launched.
It's an awesome feeling. Now, we're going to try and go from Elite 1 to Pro 1 in this episode of Let's Play Call of Duty Mobile. The first thing is that we've made a major change to the heads-up display. And so we'll go through that first, and then after a couple of games, I show you the HG40 loadout that I'm using for this series. So stick through those first couple of games, and you'll see the detailed loadout I'm using in this entire series so far, sticking with the HG40 and updating the attachments as I level the gun up. In this episode, I get to what is pretty much my final loadout, and that's what I'll be using going forward. Probably going to change the gun up at some point, but the HG40 is killing it for me right now. So that's what we're doing. We're ranking up in multiplayer, taking this all the way to legendary on an iPhone with thumbs, and then after that we'll jump in to Battle Royale. So in this video you see Elite 1 to Pro 1 in legendary ranked multiplayer. Let's go.
Alright, so we're getting into this second episode of Let's Play, and the biggest change that we're going to make for the second episode that I've already made is the heads-up display. And so with the heads-up display, we've got what I'm calling a wings layout. This layout is designed to be used with only thumbs, and there's a logic to each of the positions of these buttons here. Now this comes from a layout that came from Poppywub, who, if you know, on the stream or on this channel has been a fixture in Battle Royale. Now, the way I have these buttons laid out, on the left side, I've got my running button here, and the run mechanism, this portion, is pretty close to the, it's as close as possible to the keypad or the directional pad there, so that I spend most of my time running. Rarely do I want to be walking, especially with limited controls using only my thumbs. So that's pulled all the way down. I have my prone button here right next to the run button, because when I'm going into a drop shot or into the prone, I'm not going to be running. So I can use the same thumb for both of those. And then I have a hip fire button right here, because normally when I'm hip firing, I'm using my right thumb to strafe or turn, and I can use the left thumb for the hip fire button. That's a pretty rare occasion though, because most of my firing is done with this button here, the ADS fire. I've also got my ADS button, my aim in button right here, in case I want to hold down an angle or pie around a corner, move or strafe, looking down sights, aiming down sights if the situation calls for it. And then I have my reload button here. I have my jump and slide buttons over here. I'm still working on my jumping and sliding using only thumbs. I found I'm not particularly good at it, and so that's one of the skills that I'm working on. And then my grenade button is right here. That's how I have my buttons laid out. You can see all of the rest of them. And then my mini map is here at the top left, covered up by the camera there. So this is the new heads-up display in that wings layout with the buttons on the mini map, and then my direction and running is under the buttons instead of above, which might be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. All right, now we're going to get right into ranked games. As I mentioned in the intro, I didn't have good audio for the last ranked games, and so we're picking up with Elite 1. I'm going to be working on my movement, focusing on that, and also focusing on my point of aim so that when I aim in, my crosshair's already on the enemy player and I don't have to adjust after I aim in. So those are the primary things I'm going to be working on. We're going to get right into our first ranked game here at Elite 1. Still playing with the HG40.
It's too close. Fight harder.
Reloading, cover me!
We've taken the lead. UAV recon ready for deployment. UAV online.
Enemy in sight! I got
Oh,
cover me! Reloading! I'm down! Targets in sight!
UAV online.
oh, that was a tough one, but we got it done. In the second position there. And we are up to Elite 2 with 185 points.
Targets in sight! Changing mag!
UAV recon ready for deployment.
Oh, tough loss. Tough loss.
Mission
Yeah.
failed.
Changing mag! Enemy contact! Reloading! Reloading!
Capture Charlie.
Wow.
Lost that
75 to
round. It's not over
20.
yet. Ready up.
Absolutely crushed in the first half of this one.
We're capturing C.
Cover me!
We captured B.
Come down!
UAV recon standing by.
Reloading! Cover me!
UAV recon standing by.
Ooh.
Targets in sight! Cover me!
Capturing
Reloading!
C. We're capturing A. Captured Alpha.
I'm hurt!
Losing Alpha.
Crushing defeat. Still climbing the ladder with losses up to Elite 3. Oh, we have hardpoint open now. I think we're going to go with just domination and hardpoint for now. We'll take a look at the loadout that I'm using. So I'm playing with the HG40. We've got the integral suppressor with silence fire and ADS bullet spread accuracy. Got the hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed. I'm actually going to change that to ADS speed and ADS bullet spread accuracy because I'm not hip firing very much. The strike foregrip for some recoil control. And then now that we've unlocked the 45 round fast mag, that's the one that we're picking up. The 45 round fast mag. And then we have the stippled grip tape, which is the ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. That gets us to the gunfight as quickly as possible, given we're using the ADS fire button for most of our engagements. So we've made a slight adjustment to the loadout, but this is what we're going to be using going forward. Yeah, it's tough, with these games. I mean, I'm still getting points, but that's 2 losses in a row. It's tough. Sometimes you get great teammates. Sometimes you get not so great teammates, but also every game isn't a banger for me. Sometimes I have really good ones and have good streaks and get the score streaks out and really crush the other team. And sometimes I just don't play that well. Just got to keep playing.
We've taken the lead. We're capturing
Cover me, reloading.
Holding down B as best I can right now.
I'm hurt. I got shot.
Can I get a kill? That 45 round mag really came in handy there. We'll go ahead and put out an early UAV. Oh, try to set up a little spawn trap there. Wow, slowest gunfight ever. Hey, got the win on that. What the heck?
Reloading.
We're almost there. Keep it up.
Reloading.
Lost Bravo. Predator missile inbound. We're capturing Alpha. During C. UAV recon ready for
Contact
deployment.
with enemy.
We captured Alpha. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Ready for deployment. We captured Charlie. Losing Alpha.
Changing mag. Cover me.
Objective almost complete. Keep it up. We're capturing Bravo. We captured Bravo. We lost the C. Predator missile awaiting orders.
That worked out pretty well.
Spotted.
It's a good win. Bunch of caps on that one. Wow, got carried a little bit, huh? Got carried a little bit. Up to Elite 4.
Hard point identified.
Gonna head straight for the hard point with this
We tied for the
Molotov.
lead.
Enemy inside.
Hostiles have the hard point. Lost the lead.
I got shot.
Hard killer drone ready for deployment. Hard point contested. Hard point contested. Hunter killer drone deployed. Hard point identified. Hard point locked down.
Enemy inside.
Objective almost complete. Keep it up. UAV recon ready for deployment. Friendly stealth chopper inbound. Hard point identified. UAV online. Hunter killer drone deployed. Hunter killer drone on standby. UAV online.
Flip spawns perfectly for that one.
Friendly hunter
Oh.
drone deployed. Predator missile awaiting orders.
Flip spawns perfectly for that one. 150 to 6. That was a great game. We had two teammates popping off.
Good job. Hard point identified.
Enemy contact. I'm down. Need backup. I'm down.
Destroy enemy stealth chopper. UAV
Oh.
recon standing by. Repeat. UAV
I think I pretty much
recon
team wiped him
standing
there.
by. Hard point is ours. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV
Nice little streak.
I'm down.
Oh! Couldn't hold them all off. Got 2 of them. Need my teammates to get in there. This game is crazy close. He is absolutely clutch kills there.
Contact with enemy.
Oh, pressuring into him. I think this hard point is. I think this hard point gets it done for us. Oof. Took them all down. Clutched it up. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. That's that MVP spot we're used to.
Well done.
Looks like we might be 1 win away from Pro 1.
Capture the objectives.
Enemy inside.
Oh, garbage throw.
We're capturing C. We captured C. We're capturing B.
Top shot.
We lost the lead. Enemy taking B.
Sniper. Headshot.
Oh, I thought I was going to get the sneaky kill on him there.
Dominate. Take those positions.
Reloading, cover
We lost
me.
C. We're capturing C. We captured C.
That's tough.
Reloading.
We're capturing Bravo. UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon is standing by.
Oh!
We're capturing Bravo.
Tough loss. I'm going to lose points on this one too. Still got points. That's crazy. Alright, let's see what we can get done here. I would like for this game to get us
Hardpoint identified.
Pro 1. I'm gonna rotate.
Hardpoint contested.
Finally got a reasonable kill this game.
Hardpoint identified.
Target inside.
UAV recon ready for deployment. Hardpoint is ours. Hunter-killer drone ready for deployment. UAV online. Hunter-killer drone deployed.
Beautiful. Oh, out in the open. Should have taken that from behind the corner. Better angles. Couldn't pick up the second one. Took most of that hard point. Now it's just straight to mid.
Hardpoint identified.
Time for it to get ugly.
Contact with enemy.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours.
Teammate with a lifesaver.
Hardpoint locked down.
Targets inside.
Hardpoint contested. Keep on them. We're winning this one.
into him here.
Hardpoint is ours.
This is a lively one to hold down.
Hardpoint contested.
Oh,
Hostiles have captured
just as I
the
say
hardpoint.
that. Big comeback for the win. That was a good one. I think we got our Pro 1 with that game.
Just another day. Good job.
Big points. And we have arrived at Pro 1.
All right, that does it for the gameplay in the second episode of Let's Play Call of Duty Mobile. We're going to keep this series going, making it all the way to Legendary on a phone with thumbs. Really, anyone can do this. You can tell I'm not the best player in the world on phone. Do a little bit better on iPad. Pretty pro, just saying. But anybody can get to Legendary with a little bit of practice and time in the game. That's it. So if you like what you saw here, check out the next video by hitting the subscribe button and hitting the bell notification icon so you know when episode 3 of Let's Play Call of Duty Mobile comes out. I'm also putting out 2 to 3 videos a week, every week on Call of Duty Mobile. Loadouts, updates in the game, gameplay highlights, whatever it is, subscribe here and you'll see those videos. I'm streaming on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at twitch.tv/Modsix. Come check it out. Come hang out. You know you want to be a part of this. Thanks for watching. Modsix out.